Welcome everyone, and let me introduce the OneClub banking script. It's a complete banking system for roleplay, designed to be simple for players while still being strong and secure enough for your server's economy. In practice, this means players get clearly defined account types, physical bank cards, anti-metagaming transfers, and a full loan module with a credit score system that gives money and decisions real consequences. Currently, the bank can only be accessed at Fleeca branches, but if you want to add more locations, you can. Everything is fully configurable. The system is built around three types of accounts. The first one is the main account, which is the player's personal account available immediately after character creation. The second is the society account, which belongs to a faction or job and works as the organization's account. The third is the shared account, which is a group account where you can set members and manage permissions. Shared accounts are limited to a maximum of 3 per player or organization, depending on your server configuration, and this is fully adjustable in the config. Each account is connected to physical bank cards that actually exist in the inventory. The card is not just a button in a menu. It's an item the player carries and uses in roleplay. For each account, a player can create up to 2 cards, which prevents unlimited duplication. Creating a new card costs $500 in cash, so players can't spam it without thinking. This value is also fully configurable. In the card settings, players have clear options. They can change their PIN, set a daily withdrawal limit, which is $2,000 by default, and manually block the card if it's lost or suspected to be stolen. There's also the option to delete the card. When a player deletes a card, it becomes unlinked from the account but remains in the inventory and automatically switches to blocked status. So even if someone finds or steals it, they won't be able to legally withdraw money from it. The entire system is built to update balances instantly. When something changes, the balance updates immediately. There's also logic that supports roleplay realism. If a player is unemployed, the society account and society card will not be shown. This prevents unnecessary menus and reduces possible abuse. It's also important to mention that if a player does not have a card linked to their account, they cannot use ATMs. If they do have a card, ATM withdrawals are limited by the daily withdrawal limit. A strong focus of the system is anti-metagaming protection. Transfers do not use player names or any direct identifiers. Instead, transfers work strictly through account numbers. From and to account numbers? This means players can only send money to an account number they actually know, just like in real life. PIN security is handled properly as well. The PIN is always hashed and never stored in readable form, so even the database does not contain the real PIN, only its hash. This minimizes the risk of leaks, abuse, or admin meta situations. Society and shared accounts have clearly defined permissions. The society account belongs to the faction, and the shared account is shared between selected players. So who can manage them? Card management and society or shared account management is handled by faction bosses or by players assigned by the boss. This creates structure and hierarchy. Not every faction member automatically gets access. The boss decides who has administrative permissions. Shared accounts provide full administration. You can create a new shared account, manage members and their access rights, and delete the account if needed. So a shared account is not just a group wallet, but a proper financial entity that can be managed like a faction account, only shared between players according to server rules. Another important part is the stolen card scenario. If a card ends up in enemy hands, the system still limits the damage. The attacker can withdraw only up to the daily withdrawal limit. If the card is blocked, withdrawals are not possible at all, and depending on server settings, it can trigger a police dispatch or alert, adding another layer of roleplay consequences. Additionally, after 3 incorrect PIN attempts, the card is automatically blocked, so brute force attempts have a clear limit. This connects to an item that makes the scenario more interesting and RP focused, the PIN Decoder. The pin decoder allows the attacker to discover the pin through a minigame. If they fail, the card gets blocked. If they succeed, the pin is revealed. This type of mechanic supports player interaction, risk, preparation, and consequences, not just a simple click and withdraw. Now let's talk about loans. OneClub Banking includes a loans module where a player can take a personal loan, up to 2 active loans at the same time. After approval, a repayment schedule is automatically created and installments are automatically withdrawn from the account. The player doesn't need to manually confirm payments every week. The system handles it and adds real economic pressure. Most importantly, loan availability and amounts are not random. They are directly tied to the credit score. The credit score ranges from 300 to 850 points. A new player starts at 500 by default. The score is divided into tiers so players instantly know where they stand. The better the score, the better the opportunities. If a player makes poor financial decisions, the system reflects that. The score changes based on repayment behavior. An extra payment of at least $400 gives plus 4 points. Paying off the entire loan using payoff balance gives plus 12 points. Paying an installment on time gives plus 6 points. Missing a due date results in minus 15 points. If a player misses 2 installments, the loan becomes defaulted and a debt is created. This means the loan doesn't simply disappear. A real obligation is created that the player must resolve. And that is OneClub Fleeca Banking. In short, a system that gives money real rules, gives cards physical presence, keeps transfers anti-meta, and makes loans meaningful through credit score consequences. It doesn't feel like just another menu. It feels like a real part of your GTA roleplay world.